welcoming to Eagan High School in tonight's South Suburban Conference boys varsity basketball game between the visiting Sabers from Shakopee High School and your Eagan Wildcats. Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Shakopee Sabers. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 3, Dan Casper. At guard, a 6' junior, number 1, Jalen Langsey. At guard, a 6' junior, number 2, Isaac Snell. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 12, Tremaine Fulton Jr. And at guard, a 6'4" junior, number 14, Mason Wood. The Sabres assistant coaches are Steve Tolugan, Jason Cordes, Sam Hiker, and Isaiah Flowers. The head coach of the Shakopee Sabres is Jake Bauman. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our visitors this evening, the Shakopee Sabres. Now here is the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats. At center, a 6'4" junior, number 40, Jack Hansen. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 3, Captain Oscar Kazan. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 10, Captain Austin Carruthers.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at Eagan High School versus
11, Max
Shakopee Sabers. Eagan Wildcats coming in here, Scott, at 3-1. Wins over White Bear Lake, wins over Minneapolis Washburn, lost to Minneapolis Southwest, and win against St. Thomas Academy. In the early going, Scott, what have you seen out of our Wildcats?
Well, I see a lot of what you expect to see from Eagan under Coach McKenzie. A lot of tough defense, really trying to make the other team work hard to get points. Playing tough D, boxing out, getting boards, trying to slow the game down a little bit. So it's going to be an interesting contrast in styles tonight because Shakopee really likes to get out and run. Yeah, Shakopee is 3-0 right now. They've had 2 tough games. Chaska with a 4-point win against Chaska and then a 3-point win against Chanhassen. And then they put a beat down on Waconia. As Eagan Wildcats control the tip here, Oscar Kazan over to Emmanuel Schmitter. Looking around, reverses it, tips off to the top. Busley on the floor for Eagan is Busley, Schmitter, Jack Hansen down low. Austin Carruthers here, reverses, good patience here early on by Eagan. Yeah, they work the ball around. They don't usually take too many quick shots.
But they got some shooters, don't they? Austin, Busley, there's a penetration kick out fine to Austin for 3.
And there's a good start for the Wildcats.
That was created nicely by Schmitter. I thought he was going to go up and shoot that layup, but he was a little bit under the basket, and that was a nice find on that weak side wing to Austin, or
Kazan.
Down low, shots up by Shakopee, rims off, loose ball underneath. Who's got it? Hansen fighting for it. Kicks out, number 1. Langsey,
he's their leading scorer.
And there's Schmitter going in. That's going to be a hot shot.
No way.
Scott, I was just going to say, that was a lean-in block for one.
I'm not even sure there was any contact on that, to be honest. He just kind of slid right by him.
Yeah, that was disappointing. And Coach McKenzie is trying to get an explanation, and he thinks he lowered his shoulder. But
if anything, that would be what they call a flop now, because I don't think there was a lot of contact, to be honest.
Not a lot of contact, but anyway, it's called a charge. Erase the basket. Here's Shakopee, left side. Fulton worked around with Schmitter. Penetration, that's going to be a foul on the floor.
Looks like they're going to maybe call it pretty tight here. At least that guy is. I think he's got both calls so far.
Calls.
Eagan foul, Austin Carruthers.
Part of figuring out, how the game's going to be called and adjusting.
Austin Carruthers with the foul there. Penetration with Snell. Deep inbounds pass, tipped around. Who's got it? Still loose. Picked up by Kazan. Oscar. He'll lead the charge, and we get a technical foul.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be an interesting game. We got somebody here to put on a show, it looks like.
Technical foul has been called on the Eagan Wildcats coach.
That must have been Coach McKenzie was not happy with that charge call earlier, and he must have said something as the ref walked by, and unfortunately he didn't like what he had to say, and here we are. So Langsy is going to shoot the technical foul. He'll get 2 shots, miss the first. He'll get a second. Left-hander rims in, and he got 1 out of 2, and he'll stay with the Shakopee Sabers.
That's a tough one to get the technical when you have the ball, right? You want to get those technicals when the other team has the ball, so you don't lose the possession in addition to the points.
Yeah, if you're going to get one.
Right.
I don't know that we want to get.
No, but sometimes you want to get one, and you just got to be careful about when you get it.
Yeah, because it becomes a turnover at the same time.
Yep.
Casper out front for 3, rims off. Kazan battling. Snell with the rebound, tips around. It's going to go out of bounds. Stay with the Sabers there on the weak side.
A couple of long rebounds already on the missed threes. Egan's got to box out.
The guards, when there's long shots, there's long rebounds, and the guards got to come in and control those long boards. Here's number 14, Wood, on the top side. He's defended well. Kicks over to Langsy. Penetration. Fulton dribbles over. Langsy again. I thought he got away from the travel.
Agree.
And but we got a penetration foul. Looks like that's on Oscar Kazan, I would think. No. Is that on?
I think it might have
say 13. That's
13. It's his second.
Oh no, because of the charge. That's 2 on Emmanuel already.
Jalen Langsy will shoot 2.
Langsy's first one is good. Score is 3-3 at the moment, just in the early goings here of the first half.
Going out, Emmanuel Schmitter.
Well, that's definitely going to be a factor in the game if Schmitter's in foul trouble.
He's really been a good, strong player for us here in the first 4 games. Second one is up and good. Shakopee with an early lead of 4-3. Little soft press, 2-2-1 here, little zone. Oscar across the timeline, skips across to Carruthers for 3, rims around, battling around. Jack Hansen finds it, reverses it. Oscar will settle us down.
That's a good-looking shot. It was halfway down.
Oscar fade away a little bit, pump fakes, baselines, a little bit trapped. Finds Hansen, Busley now over, swings it. Liam Madigan in the ball game now for Schmitter. Penetration kick tipped around and stolen away by Wood. 2-on-1, 3-on-1, basket up, lays in, and that is good. Jermaine Fulton, senior for the Shakopee Sabers. Fulton's averaging about 13, 14 points a game. Another one in and out.
Oh,
Jack Hansen with the offensive board. Short on the layup. Little Euro step, left hand, good basket by Fulton.
You can really see the pace that they like to play with.
They want to go. Like you said before the broadcast, Scott, they want to score some points, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they've been in the 80s and 90s in their first 3 games, which is not easy to do in high school basketball.
Austin Carruthers here working, get a ball screen from Jack Hansen, pops out. Rim short, Fulton with the rebound. They're up ahead quickly. Langsy, and he took a pivot, and then he took another step after the pivot.
Haven't seen a lot of trapping yet from Shakopee, but we should look for that coming up soon. That's part of the way they try to push the pace.
I think they wanted to do that in that 2-2-1 press that last possession, but I think Oscar did a nice job avoiding the danger zones of that.
Here it is again.
A little bit, yep, here they come from that backside. Oscar does a nice job pulling away. Finds Busley. Here's Owen Ford into the game off to the rim. Great way to pass that, but it started with Oscar. If he crosses half court, he's in trouble, but he back dribbled and then found Busley on the sideline. Great play by Oscar. Oh, nice cross-court pass inside by Fulton. Dan Casper, another senior for Shakopee. Eagan down 10-5 at this point. Turnover, long pass. Busley chases it down though. And now we got a foul here on Shakopee.
You know, that's what they're trying to do, is bait you into that long pass, which is very difficult to complete against a press like that. So we got to be smart. Quick passes, short passes.
A press like that isn't necessarily ball pressure and making the ball handler make the turnover. It's the long pass or the strange angle that gets a tip pass. That's where the turnovers come from. Madigan. Trevor Syring now into the ball game for Jack Hansen. I thought Trevor played some really good minutes the other night against St. Thomas.
He did. He was outstanding on the boards.
Owen Ford, right wing. Ball screen there by Syring. Ford in traffic. Kicks out to Busley for three. Rims around. Syring with again. Little run-handed, left-handed bucket for Busley.
Great cut by Max there.
Starting with the offensive rebound by Syring, like you said, he was on the glass all night against St. Thomas. Fulton on the floor, penetration, going to be foul on Syring. That'll be his first.
That is the 5th team foul for Eagan. Only one for Shakopee so far, so that's going to start to become a factor.
Two substitutions for Shakopee into the game. Vin Miller, number 4, and Caden.
And as I look at the two teams,
going out, Dan Casper.
They're taking that dribble penetration into the teeth of the Eagan defense, just like they are right now. Here's a good stop penetration, but kicks it out to Snell for 3.
Isaac Snell.
And he hits. Snell is a junior. Here's that trap you were talking about, Scott. Finds Liam. Nice trail. Off to Oscar Kazan. Reverses the ball. Owen Ford. Now Busley. Left-hand penetration. Busley working it. Tipped off to the hands of Langsing. Little Euro step around.
That was a good
Madigan. Very nice move. And we find ourselves down 9 here. We're in danger zone here, Scott.
Yeah, tough finish. I wouldn't be surprised to see McKenzie take a timeout here pretty quick if we don't get one to go down.
Nice kick out to Busley, but that rims out for Busley. And we got a foul in the backcourt by Owen Ford.
We've had several three-pointers in and out so far. We need a few of those to start dropping. They're good shots. It's not going down right now.
We got some substitutions here. Got a sophomore for Shakopee, Isaac Cordes, number 4,
number 10, and Isaac Cordes,
Miller,
55 are in the game.
Number 11, Braxton, in there for Shakopee. And we got Alex Schofer, a freshman here for Eagan. Has done a nice job for Eagan on the first few games. Langsley rims off.
Jack Madden also in for Eagan.
Pull up quick shot by Oscar. No good. Langsley with the rebound. Here comes the Sabers. Pulls it back. Braxton kicks it over Langsley. Now over to Cordes. Having a little trouble against Schofer.
Yeah, if we're going to take quick shots like that, we got to make them, because otherwise it feeds right back into Shakopee of going fast the other way.
Middle penetration, that gets away from Braxton. Quick ball reversal. Braxton for 3, no good. Madden with the rebound. Finds Kazan, deep 3 right off the pass, no good. Syring battles around for it. Diving for the loose ball, Owen Ford.
Timeout.
And we got a timeout to save that possession. Coach of Shakopee thought he was out of bounds.
I mean, we didn't obviously have a good angle from here, but it sure looked like he was, but he must not have been.
Yeah, well.
All right, we'll take a chance here to thank one of our platinum sponsors, Escape With Us Vacations, and Maria Anderson.
Eagan takes time out.
Maria's been a big part of Eagan athletics for a long time. With her family, a lot of her kids have been involved for the past several years. Like, they've got a daughter still in high school coming up, so she's been a big partner to a lot of us here in Eagan for our travel needs over the years. So reach out to Maria to plan your spring break in 2023 or any travel that you may have.
Got the first whistle here. Do another.
Yeah, I'll do Chick-fil-A as well. We want to thank our local Eagan Chick-fil-A off of Yankee Doodle. They're sponsoring our halftime prizes for the contest during the home games this season. They've been a great partner for the last several years, so please go to your Chick-fil-A in Eagan.
So Eagan will have the ball underneath their own basket. We got Owen Ford, Trevor Syring, Jack Madden, Oscar Kazan, and Alex Schofer on the floor for Eagan. Man-to-man defense by Shakopee.
It's important we get a bucket here, I think. We're down, we lost some momentum, down 9 here. Need to get a good look.
Owen Ford here finds Kazan at the top of the key. Nearly loses it, but he's getting pressured. He'll handle it. Finds Madden. Bounces well. Over here, we're looking like we're kind of scrambling a little bit, Scott.
They're putting a lot of pressure on the ball.
There's a little slip screen by Syring. Can't handle the pass, though. He's in the short corner. Kicks it out to Kazan. Three-pointer. Rims in and out. Schofer with an offensive board. Tipped away. Keep it up high, Alex. And we got a foul on Oscar underneath. Boys are looking frustrated a little bit. These shots aren't falling.
Yeah, need to see one go through here. We're getting good shots.
They were getting great shots.
Even getting some good offensive rebounds. We just aren't able to put it through the hoop. Now they're in the bonus. We've got 7 fouls. And they're doing a good job of putting a lot of pressure on without fouling. They've only got 1 foul, but they're disrupting our offense pretty significantly.
And that's kind of Shakopee's tradition. They may not be the biggest team, but they are going to push you around and get you off your spots and just make it really tough for you to do what you want to do. So that's what I'm kind of seeing them try their identity here.
Looks like we're going to bring Schmitter back in. A little bit risky with 2 fouls, but at the same time, we can't let this game get away from us. So
number 4 Miller makes both of those free throws, and he'll sub out. We got Austin Carruthers and Schmitter coming into the game for Ford and Schroeder. Yeah, we can't get Emmanuel his 3rd here.
No.
Working against Snell here. Schmitter hits the reversal. Kazan crossing the timeline against Cordes. Trap over there in the wing. Carruthers gets pushed out of bounds. Finds Kazan. Reaching. But this is what Shakopee likes to do. They'll grab.
Get in there. All right.
There we go. Austin hits a 3 on that wing. Needed that one, Scott.
Yeah, we did. We needed that one in a big way. Shakopee comes right back. They run off of made baskets, missed baskets, turnovers, whatever.
They go fast. Number 21, that's Schroeder coming in. Baseline drive by Braxton is good. Here's Austin Carruthers. Quickly ahead is Eagan. Nice little slip screen by Syring. Madden over to Schmitter. There's an attacking play right here. Kicks it out to Kazan. Corner 3.
There we go. 2 in a row.
3-point basket by Oscar Kazan.
I like that attack dribble by Schmitter.
Agree. I was a little nervous he was going to get another
If he takes one or 2 more steps, there will be a charge maybe.
So that was a smart play on his part.
Tipped away by Madden. Chased down by Shakopee. That's Hackett, number 10.
You know, Eagan traditionally does a really good job of helping on the drive, but Shakopee is penetrating, you know, pretty much at will. They're doing a nice job.
Basket by Caden Braxton.
They got some quickness.
And they don't fumble the ball. You know, I think our pressure is typically, you know, disruptive enough that, you know, it causes problem for other ball handlers. And these guys, Shakopee, just handles the ball really well. Syring hands it off to Schmitter. Side-to-side penetration. Here's Jack Madden going all the way to the rim. Draws the foul.
Good take.
Rims off. Yeah, very aggressive there, Jack Madden. 55 Cordes is the foul.
You know, and I think we need to do a little bit more attacking because they're overplaying. I mean, they're playing really, really tough defense on the ball. And we need to get a little bit more action going to the basket like that, whether it's with the ball or cutters.
And on the perimeter, depending on the referees, I think the referees right now have established that it's going to be physical on the perimeter, but they'll call the down low stuff, and that's
And for the Sabers,
that's where Shakopee is going on offense. They're getting to the rim, whereas we've been kind of working the perimeter, and we're getting pushed off our spots a little bit. But when we've gone to the rim, we've been rewarded. Jack Madden misses the second. 21-14. Shakopee, quick run ahead.
That's the exact same play that happened at the beginning of the game.
Right in front of the same ref, too.
Yeah.
Nice attack to get 2 points by Braxton. Here's a trailing trap here. Schmitter goes all the way into the basket, and he gives him a basket.
That might have been a little bit of a continuation, but we'll take that in exchange for the bad charge call early in the game.
Number 55 is second, third team foul on the Sabers.
Schmitter will go to the basket or go to the free throw line shooting one.
That's what we were talking about, is getting on the attack. Got to make our free throws, though.
Yeah. Quickly ahead. Here's Cordes back to Braxton. Reverses it over to Fulton. Penetration, nice quick reversal. Braxton, good help by Sam Hall. Spin move. Here's Snell in the rim. Wild shot, no good. Picked up by Hansen. Quickly ahead to Schmitter. Into the rim, and he loses his feet. Throws it away.
Like a little bit of a foul there, but not.
Fulton, now we got to travel on that far side. Schrader gets it kicked out, and he shuffled those feet.
You know, it's interesting. They don't call that a lot anymore. You know,
they catch. So the kids are taught to catch the ball in the air, but a lot of times, and this is what Schrader did, is he caught it and then he jumped, and that's a travel.
Yeah.
Whereas I think they're supposed to be taught to jump and then catch while they're in the air. But anyway, they're 18 years old, huh? Or actually, he's 16. That Schrader, he's a young one. Carruthers here to Hall up top. Reverse pass to Carruthers, back over to Schmitter. Penetration in the lane, powers it in. Little body there, tips around. Schmitter still alive. Kicks out. Here's Langsley, 3-on-2.
We're getting good shots there.
Back to Langsley. That was a nice 3-on-2. Kicks it ahead to 14 Wood, and a quick return pass to Langsley, and he gets the deuce and the foul. Langsley is their leading scorer at just under 20 points a game.
Number 3.
A lot of
number 11 back in for the Wildcats.
A lot of inconsistency with
he's at the line, one shot.
What they're doing on the drives and how they're calling it. Sometimes they're contact and no calls. Sometimes there's no contact and calls. So tough to settle in here.
And I don't know these refs. I haven't seen these guys before, so it's hard to know if they've worked together. And a lot of times, crews that work together, they kind of have a feel of each other's calls, and so when they rotate, the game is pretty similar. But maybe these guys don't work together too much, and they're just kind of calling different games when.
Yeah, that's a good observation. That's kind of what it looks like.
All right, looking inside, Jack Hansen, post feed.
There it is.
Rips around. There's foul or contact underneath.
Yeah,
no
that's
call.
what I mean. They're like.
Langsley tries to get it ahead quick. Stolen by Carruthers. Pulls up for 3. Left-hander runs off. No good. And we got a push on number 55, Cordes, as Schmitter was going to the offensive glass. So as you notice now, these refs will rotate.
His third foul, fourth team foul on the
and I feel like the ref underneath currently is calling it tighter than the other two guys. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, it does. It does appear to be, although he didn't call it on the Hansen.
There's Hansen underneath.
Layup last time.
Nice inbounds play from Carruthers to Hansen for 2, and that's 18-26.
Need to make a little bit of a run here.
And it starts with stops. We haven't stopped them all that much recently. Here's Snell, baseline penetration, cut off, finds Langsley, another middle penetration. McKenzie doesn't love that. McKenzie wants those guys to be out of the middle, and Eagan's defense is to protect the paint.
Yeah, they're really
getting to the middle.
Really getting a lot of layups off the drive, either off the dribble or off the pass.
Another steal by Shakopee. Langsley, one extra pass. There's Buxton over on the side. Snell will settle things down.
This is probably one of the least amount of threes I've seen a team take in a long time, but they just haven't needed to. there's one. No?
There's number 12, Fulton, hits one as you speak. I think you
I jinxed it. I jinxed it, yep.
But yeah, you're right. They've been getting to the rim, getting a lot of layups to get their 21 points. Schmitter on the right wing. Here's Jack Hansen at the top. Finds Kazan. Working his way in the paint. Gets cut off. Here's another penetrating kick to Austin Carruthers. Rims around. Langsy. And that is a foul on Jack Hansen. I thought that seemed like a late call. I don't know. In the rest defense, I don't know that he wanted to call that foul, but since the ball went out of bounds and Jack landed on the guy, that's a foul. But a lot of times those referees don't want to call that foul 90 feet away from the basket.
Right.
Which drove me crazy as a coach.
Yeah.
Jalen Langsy.
They're getting a lot of points from the line, too.
Langsy's going to shoot 1 and 1 yet. They're 1 away from the double bonus with 9 fouls. Langsy, left-hander, has got his first. 32-18. Just under 5 minutes to go in the half.
Langsy's got 12 already. He's their leading scorer at 19 a game. So you can see why. He's quick. He really gets to the hoop.
Second free throw is good. Snell's their second leading scorer, 17. He hasn't gotten the scoring column as much. Here's Schmitter getting a ball screened by Hansen. Looking to penetrate, cut off nice by Langsley.
Our ball movement has kind of slowed versus where it was early in the game. Which is really the key in the half court. Keep the ball moving, you're going to get better shots. We're kind of forcing some shots now. Got to stay patient.
Quickly ahead is Shakopee. There's Snell. He'll reverse the dribble. Quick reversal. I like how they reverse the ball. Very quick.
Yep.
Good help side defense there by Austin. Snell with a three-pointer. No good. Great rebound by Austin. Carruthers across the timeline. Deep three. Rims off again. Langsy. Quickly ahead. 14 is Wood. Skip past Snell for the corner three.
3-point basket by Isaac Snell.
18:36.
We got a timeout
just
here.
Just under 3.5, or just over 3.5 to go in the half. And Eagan will take a timeout.
All right, let's recognize a couple of more of our platinum sponsors here tonight. We got Twin Cities Orthopedics, TCO. One of their businesses is the Training House, which is a sports performance and recovery facility. Athletes at every level work with the Training House, whether it's high school or younger, or even college, and some professional athletes. A lot of professional athletes work out there as well. Really nice facility. I know a lot of the Eagan guys have done some work out there. It's very impressive. So TCO and the Training House, look them up. And then Urgency Room, I want to thank them again for their platinum sponsorship. They've been a good partner over the years for Eagan Sports. They're located off of Lone Oak in Lexington, and they'll help you get the care you need without the wait. Urgency Room.
I just went to the Urgency Room last Saturday night. I've been fighting this cold since October.
Wow.
And they took care of it for me. Here's Eagan. Schmitter will bring it up. Gets a man-to-man here, pressed by Shakopee. Austin Kazan, I don't know why I'm calling him Austin all night for some reason. It's stuck in my brain the first time. Oscar for corner three, no good. Pulling forward with a rebound, kicks it back to Oscar. Another one, contested shot, rims off, no good. Langsy, how many rebounds has he had as a guard?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm calling his name all the time on the boards.
He gets it and he pushes it right away.
Snell for a deep three on the left side, no good. And that's Owen Ford with another rebound.
Not sure what our shooting percentage is tonight, Pat, but it's not strong.
Yeah, that's number three on Schmitter.
Can't give him the chance to call that one when you got two fouls.
Unfortunately, I think
his third foul.
our shots, sometimes, the shots that we're making and we're doing well on, our shots are coming from our offense, whereas when we're just kind of impatient, just taking a panic shot because the game might be on the verge of getting out of hand or getting away from us, you know, we're taking quick shots, and those aren't going in.
Yeah, there's some frustration. That was a frustration foul there from Emmanuel.
Yeah.
And to your point, we've had probably 6 to 8 no pass possessions, as I call them.
Yeah.
We basically just come down and somebody shoots it, and that's generally not what you want to do.
No, Langsy, another 2 free throws. Going forward, baseline penetration. Got Liam Madigan in the corner. In trouble. Finds Liam. Oscar Kazan will set up. Dribble handoff. Madigan. Got Owen Ford. Busley. Owen Ford kicks it over to Kazan. Cut off. Nice. Finds Siring inside off the glass.
There you go. Just like we were talking, when we run the offense, if we've got some patience, we can get some shots like that.
Block shot by Trevor. Offensive rebound though. Shakopee. Snell quickly over to Langsy. One more pass. Rims off. No. Battles around. That's going to stay with Shakopee.
Yeah, their ball movement is really good.
They don't hold the ball.
Our defensive guys, their heads are spinning with the way the ball's moving, because we're not even having time to flow to the ball before they move it to the next spot.
The only time they dribble is to attack the rim off of a reversal, and that's pretty effective. Once they go, they don't dribble. Langsy, here's he spin around, kicks it off to Braxton. He's in trouble a little bit. On forward guarding. Here's Snell. Penetration, cut off, finds Langsley on the weak side, and that's a 3 over Kazan. And we're down 21 at the moment.
They haven't had a whole lot of contested shots with the way they're moving the ball, whether it's a drive or a kick out like that. They're getting really good looks.
Here's Kazan from about 15. That's a nice shot there for him.
Yep, he needed to see one go through there. Let's see if that gets him going a little bit.
Shakopee spins around, number 14, Wood, and that's stolen away. That's probably their worst possession of the night. And Busley makes them pay.
Yeah, good defense by the Wildcats there.
And that was the first time that I think Shakopee did a no-pass possession, and that turned into a turnover. Here's Langsley up top, organizing some things. Here's Braxton, hands it off to Fulton. Fulton inside pass, tips around, no good. Langsy, baseline corner. What a teardrop that was.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with Langsy.
Yeah, he's got 20 in the first half. So.
And probably about 6, 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
Oscar throwing away a little bit too high for Carruthers, going out of bounds. 35 seconds to go here in the half. Eagan finding themselves down 43-24.
As we go to halftime here, let me recognize John Mulkern and Ballpark Realty, one of our gold sponsors. He's done a lot with Eagan basketball. His son is a player. His son Tanner is a 9th grader, and he's been a coach for a lot of years, so thanks to John. Definitely look him up if you're buying or selling a house.
Shakopee with an offensive foul on an illegal screen.
Shakopee foul. Snell, his first 15 foul on the Sabers.
23 seconds to go here in the half. 24-43 Shakopee.
Let's see if we can get one good shot here, knock it down before half, and for sure not let them have another shot before halftime.
And we're going to shoot that with about 6 seconds to go, so you have time for an offensive board, but not enough time for them to go. Here's Kazan getting his screen from Sayring. Working the point, 5 seconds, still working.
Yeah, good defense. Step
through, rims around, and it's not going to go.
All right, well, tough first half for the Wildcats, 43-24.
The first half with the score.
Let's see what they can come up with at halftime and come out with different energy and Hopefully some shots will fall in that second half.
Well, I think for 3 games, as we look at the scores, Shakopee scores 87, 92, 82. So it's not uncommon for a team like Eagan to get beat down the floor, but you know, scoring 43 points at the halftime, Eagan's just getting beat down the floor. You know, they're Shakopee's getting the rebound, they're getting quick outlets, and they got guys running the floor, and then we're chasing the whole possession after that.
Yeah, they're turning turnovers and rebounds into points.
Yeah. And
they're doing it fast.
So as we go, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Eagan find themselves down in a hole, 24-43. I'm Pat Dorsey with Scott Hull, and we'll be back in 9.5 minutes.
Really a hidden gem here. It's a small art center, but it's a wonderful place.
I just think it's a great place to be. It's just a fun place to work on some art.
I would say the benefit to having art as a focus in our community is that it gives people a different way to focus. Like, it's not coming together about a sports event or coming together about another kind of community event, but it's this unique opportunity to come together and celebrate art.
I started about 20 years ago. In those days, it was the Dakota Center for the Arts. It was a non-profit organization that rented the art house from the city for $1 a year.
There was a huge transformation at the art house from painting and pottery and children's classes, and now it's strictly for pottery. But the other classes are held in other parts of the community, which is also a really interesting transformation.
It is an outlet for those who really want to focus on their creativity.
The art house is somewhere that I can go, somewhere that I can work on something creative.
Anybody can paint, any age, any level of talent, and it brings all the people together in one place.
The art house here in my life has been a life-changing experience, and I'm so very grateful for it.
The City of Eagan is dedicated to providing top quality resources essential to our residents and businesses. Water is at our foundation with over 1,200 lakes, ponds, and wetlands in Eagan. We've spent the past 30 years protecting and treating the water throughout our city and ensuring the water flowing to homes is clean and safe, leaves efficiently, and is treated on the way out. We can do all of this because of our bold vision that includes leading, learning, and serving. We make these investments to take care of our immediate needs and to serve the future of our community.
The drone technology that we've been using here at the Eagan Police Department has evolved dramatically since we began our program. We recognize that this piece of technology has a significant public safety benefit if we were to employ it across the police department.
Drones are a smarter and safer approach to calls because it allows officers to be able to slow calls down.
We aren't rushing in to see what's going on. We're kind of taking our time or watching from a distance sometimes, and drones gives us the ability to do that.
It's a complicated process to become a drone pilot because not only do our officers have to learn how to fly the drones and gain competency in all of the areas surrounding their use, but they also have to receive a license from the FAA as a commercial drone pilot.
You kind of have to hit the books and be familiar with drones, airspace, in addition to kind of like the flight restrictions and like the weather and cloud patterns.
There's a lot of type of calls that benefit from having a drone available. It's primarily incidents where we're searching for somebody.
You have kind of the vulnerable adults or kids. You have individuals that flee on foot. It allows us to kind of cover a lot of ground.
We have the capability of putting a drone up in the air within minutes of that 911 call and start searching. Anytime we have a situation like that, every minute counts.
We've done a lot of outreach with different community groups. We've gone and talked with Rotary. We've gone and done demonstrations for kids. They see how valuable the drones actually are out in the field. Outreach is really important for the drones because it helps people understand why we're using them and how effective they are, and it helps show that these really are good tools for de-escalating situations and should be invested in the future.
Do you know about Positively Eagan? It's a video series by ETV that highlights the good happening in our Eagan community. Stories of people reaching out, giving back, or shining a light on the people who make Eagan great. If you or someone you know has a story to share, we want to hear about it and feature it in Positively Eagan. Visit cityofeagan.com/positively-eagan to submit your story and watch previous episodes.
We're here in Eagan this week. We're here for Dakota County. So what we're doing here is we're setting up the wall right now. All you're seeing here is the frames. In a little bit here, we'll be involved in bringing out the 140 panels, and those are replicas of the wall in Washington, D.C.
The healing is remembering. So we need to be sure that we remember everyone that gave their lives for us to be free.
We're here to honor these guys and all our veterans. This wall was made for the veterans that survived the war.
It gives Vietnam vets especially and their families an opportunity to reminisce. And those people you lost, you just go back and you smile about the times you had.
We are honored to be a partner for those who will use this time and this space to remember, reflect, and heal.
Really a hidden gem here. It's a small art center, but it's a wonderful place.
Just think it's a great place to be. It's just a fun place to work on some art.
I would say the benefit to having art as a focus in our community is that it gives people a different way to focus. Like, it's not coming together about a sports event or coming together about another kind of community event, but it's this unique opportunity to come together and celebrate art.
I started about 20 years ago. In those days, it was the Dakota Center for the Arts. It was a non-profit organization that rented the art house from the city for $1 a year.
There was a huge transformation at the art house from painting and pottery and children's classes, and now it's strictly for pottery. But the other classes are held in other parts of the community, which is also a really interesting transformation.
It is an outlet for those who really want to focus on their creativity.
The art house is somewhere that I can go, somewhere that I can work on something creative.
Anybody can paint, any age, any level of talent, and it brings all the people together in one place.
The art house here in my life has been a life-changing experience, and I'm so very grateful for it.
All right, we are back here from halftime. I'm Pat Dorsey with Scott Hall. Scott, we're down big. What do we got to do?
Well, I tell you what, we got to get off to a good start. We got to bring some energy, and we got to make a run here pretty quick, or it's going to be pretty much over. But if we can come out here and get it to, chip away at it, get it under 15, and then get it under 10, kind of give ourselves a chance. That's really our only shot. But we're going to have to see a little bit different action than we saw in the first half.
Possession to Shakopee.
Hopefully having Emmanuel back on the court will help. He was out for a good chunk with foul trouble the first half, and that certainly makes a difference.
Still 3 fouls. Left-hander Langsy comes off the inbounds pass, and that was a quick shot there. Nice rebound by Schmitter. Maybe we just get the game into 4-minute chunks. Just play for the first 4 minutes and see if we can outscore them, and then go for the next 4 minutes. And maybe when it's under 10 minutes, we're back into the game. Who knows? But inside pass kicks it out to Austin. Hansen inside out, rims off. That was a good look. That one will drop if we get inside out type passes there. Here's Snell quickly ahead to Fulton in the corner, and that is a dagger.
Yeah.
The 6-point swing.
I'd like to see Hansen go up with that and get the easy 2.
Or fouled.
Or fouled, but I know that's, you see a lot more of that these days than you used to with the looking for the 3 and the kick out. Sometimes you just got to score.
Schmitter getting fouled on the floor on the penetration. Nice attack dribble.
Yeah, right now, Carruthers only has 3 points. Schmitter only has 2 points. And those are our 2 leading scorers.
And Kazan's got what?
He's got 8.
He's got 8.
Yeah. So we need to get Oscar and Austin, or Emmanuel and Austin going here a little bit. Had some good looks, just hasn't fallen.
Backdoor Busley. Nice catch.
There you go.
And here we go with a reversal. Let's get a couple of stops here. Quickly ahead is Fulton. Good transition defense by Eagan. However, he gets to the paint, but rims off. Carruthers with a good rebound. Got a little action here going for Eagan. Hansen hands it off to Schmitter. Left-hand side, no good. Schmitter tussles for the rebound. Jack Hansen chases it down. Over to Kazan, reversal. Inside, they want to look inside.
Yeah,
that's an adjustment here that I think.
Yeah, Hansen's got an advantage inside.
Nice dribble drive by Schmitter. He's going to go to the line, shooting 2.
They don't have anybody physical enough to really body Jack in the post.
And that's a clear adjustment that we're seeing coming out of the locker room, is that they're looking inside to Jack, and Jack's posting up and strong. And like you said, that he passed up maybe a post move down low, kicked it out to Kazan, but that Kazan shot was a good shot.
It was. It was halfway down. If we could get half the points for all the 3s that have been halfway down, we'd be in this game,
yeah.
I think.
I'm with you. Schmitter, 2 free throws. First one good, second one rims off. Number 3, Casper with the rebound. Here's Langsy. What's scary about the Shakopee team is that Langsy, their leading scorer, scores 20 a game, just under. Snell scoring about 17 points a game. They're juniors, Scott. They're young. This is a young team.
It is.
Here's Snell penetrating over the top of Jack Hansen for 2. Number 14, Wood, is also a junior. Number 11, Braxton, is a junior. He comes off the bench. He gave some nice minutes early in the first half. So this Shakopee team is going to be good for a few years.
Well, we saw their JV team really played well too, so
that's right.
They've got a good program.
Jack Hansen, nice little drop step, no good though. I like it.
Yeah, that was a good move. Looked like there was some contact down there, but no call.
Fulton finds Snell for a wild layup, no good. Here comes Schmitter going into layup, controls, and he got fouled as he's going to go to the line shooting 2. Pretty athletic move just to get the shot off.
Yeah, had to catch up to that one. Well, we've got a little break here. Let me recognize another one of our gold sponsors, Eagan Arms. I want to thank them for their continued sponsorship. They're located just around the corner here from the high school by Walgreens on Lexington. Great place to share some stories and laugh with friends after the game. Consider them for food and drinks inspired from far off England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. You won't be disappointed.
Just over 15 minutes to go here in the game, down 20 at the moment. Schmitter gets a second one, that's good. Langsy bringing the ball up against Busley. Over to Miller. Miller to Casper, now 14 Wood. Quick ball reversal, finds Snell in the corner, that rims off. Rebounded, was handled by Shakopee, stolen from Schmitter. Langsy picks it up on the save, out of bounds. Penetrating spin move, fade away. Langsy, no good. Schmitter, big sky for a rebound.
Yeah, that was a good board.
Here comes Schmitter.
There's a foul right there.
Diving for the loose ball is Shakopee. Busley in the corner, rims off, no good. Langsy with another rebound, he's gonna move. Kicks it ahead to Wood. Back to Langsy, Snell. Baseline penetration. And they'll reset. Quick ball reversal. Wood there in the corner, guarded by Carruthers. Good help side by Syring.
Man.
And Langsy over Busley from about 22.
You know, that's tough when the way he's penetrating, you have to give him a little bit of space or he's going to go right by you. But if he's going to knock that down, that's tough to play.
It is tough. Baseline penetration, Schmitter, and he's going to draw another foul. I'm seeing Schmitter getting a lot more aggressive going to the rim. He's drawing 3 fouls here because of it. He's gone to the free throw line 4 times. I guess they're going to call that on the
yeah, he
ground.
kicked it out. Well, he kicked it out. He didn't go up with it, but agree, it's nice to see. Again, I don't think there's anybody that's going to stay with him one-on-one, but they've done a nice job of helping as well.
Yeah. They don't make mistakes, Shakopee. Here's Busley on the left wing. Kazan quickly over to Owen Ford. Here's Schmitter. He's got baseline there. Penetration. Nice defense by Miller. Kazan baseline penetration again. Tipped around and still battling. Schmitter showed some toughness getting that ball back.
Just nothing has seemed to come very easy for the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah,
really having to work hard to get a shot.
Good pressure defense. Block shot by Miller. Busley thought he had some space, but recovered well by Miller. Cross-court pass, Miller corner, baseline penetration.
Good defense.
Tipped around by Kazan, picked up by Schmitter. Here we come the Wildcats.
See if we can turn our own transition into some points here.
And we got a foul on the drive. Kazan, that's on number 11. Braxton, yeah.
Shakopee foul number 11, Caden Braxton, his first 15 foul on the Sabers. Isaac Cordes, number 55, back in for Shakopee, going out.
We got a few football players on our Eagan Wildcats team, and what a fun win that was when we came down to Shakopee, and Shakopee was a very high-ranked team, and Eagan took care of business there at Shakopee on a cold October night.
That was a lot of fun.
Foul on the Sabers. Manuel Schmitter.
Braxton looks like he probably played. He looks like a pretty well put together kid. Schmitter's going to line for 2 free throws. Now the opposite of this, Scott, is that we were fouling quite often, and right now, because we're being more aggressive, it looks like the fouls are in our favor. It's 6-0 right now with our fouls.
Yeah, you're right. That's a big switch.
But that's a big difference. We're going to the rim.
A lot of times when you see that, they start calling some fouls the other way just to even things out. So let's see if that happens here.
Nearly over back, but didn't bring the second foot over, and Snell brings it to the baseline, finds a little seam, and gets 2 on the baseline.
Yeah, that was a strong finish.
I thought he was cut off, but then he just had a little daylight, and then he got it. 53-31, just under 13 minutes to go in the game. Owen Ford in. Busley does a little backdoor fake, and I think he faked Owen Ford out.
It's going to be interested to see how Shakopee's season plays out here as we go, because they don't have a lot of size. They're not really any bigger than we are, which is rare. And there's some pretty good size in the conference. It'll be interesting to see if they can continue with this style of basketball and compete with some of the bigger teams as well.
What I see out of them, and as you were talking, my brain was going to say something, and then of course Snell throws a turnover. But what I was thinking is that they're very disciplined. They don't make mistakes defensively or offensively. They typically have the right guy taking the right shot at the right time, and they're very unselfish. They move the ball around pretty quick. Here comes Cordes racing ahead, finds Langsley, gets to the rim, up and under, rims around, no good, forward. And now here comes Kazan quickly ahead in the front court. But just like that, they just close out and find their guy in transition. They don't make mistakes.
It should be a foul down low there.
Down low on Miller. He was battling Syring. Syring was posting up strong, and Miller was pushing from behind.
Yep.
Miller seems to think that was a funny call, but he hammered him.
Yeah, he was holding him.
Everybody in the gym, including the custodian, knew that was a foul, except for him.
Looks like we're in the 1-and-1.
Wildcats in the bonus.
I'll take a second here to thank another one of our gold sponsors, Eagan Traveling Basketball. Thanks to the EAA Youth Basketball Program for supporting the boys here at the high school level. Someday they'll all be playing up here as well, or most of them, so it's great to see that connection.
Liam Madigan, number 31.
Trevor makes his first free throw. He'll get a second.
Number 25 back in for the Wildcats.
And he makes that as well. Makes them both. Snell in the backcourt. We got a sophomore over there, Cordes, 55. So they are young, Scott.
Yeah, they are.
Nice trap here by Schofer. Schofer picks up the foul on Snell.
Yep. It was a good idea. Just
Eagan foul number 12.
Didn't quite close it out.
First team foul in the second half on the Wildcats.
Jack Madden in the game now for Eagan. Liam Madigan, Alex Schofer, Schmitter, and Syring. Dribble penetration is Fulton. He gets all the way to the rim and scores.
Miller scoring.
Or dishes off to Miller, and he gets
a really
the bucket.
good look. Really good look.
But here again, that's going to frustrate Kevin McKenzie because he does not love dribble penetration in the middle, and that was exactly where Fulton went off of Fulton's defense.
Sabers.
Well, I'd like to also thank Steve Madden and Morgan Stanley for returning as a sponsor this year. His son Jack is a senior on the team, and Steve's been a great supporter of the program, so appreciate his continued support. And also Ole Hughes Insurance Agency, Rhonda and Dean. Ole Hughes are no strangers to Eagan boys basketball. Their son Kurt graduated in 2020 and one of the team captains that year. And she was also president of the Booster Club back then. So thanks for their continued support, and look for them for your life, home care, and business insurance needs. Well, we're running out of time to make a run here, Pat. We're down 22. We started the half down 19, I believe. So we've kind of, played it pretty even, but that's not going to cut it when you're down 20.
No. Yeah, they, like you said earlier, they needed to make kind of a 10-0, 12-0 run to kind of make it interesting, but in Shakopee's defense, they're not going to make mistakes. All right, here comes Eagan. Liam Madigan in the backcourt going against this 2-2-1. They're going to look to trap out of that, I think. Schmitter did a nice job avoiding that corner. Madden kicks it over.
There's some ball movement.
There's a nice quick ball reversal.
We just can't get it to fall.
Drop, and Syring's going over the back on Snell. Good box out.
Yeah, that was actually really good ball movement that time, and we got a nice open look from three.
Foul number 33, Trevor Searing, his second team foul.
Full court press here, putting on Eagan.
Eli Schroeder, number 21, back in for Shakopee.
We don't do a lot of pressing, so it'll be interesting to see.
Cordes working against Madigan in the backcourt.
Basically just
looking to trap here, Schmitter.
And they
finds
broke
Fulton, and they get it one extra pass to Miller, and that's an easy bucket.
Assist, Termaine Fulton Jr.
And this press for Shakopee isn't necessarily looking to get any turnovers. I think it's just trying to run some clock.
Yeah.
Making Eagan take their time. Miller's doing a nice job defensively and tipped away, and Madden picks up foul in the front court.
That was a good foul.
Yeah, he would have got a layup if we don't foul. Good defense by Miller. Miller is a, let's see, I think he's an underclassman as well. No, he's a senior.
Third team foul on the Wildcats. Austin Carruthers, number 10, and Oscar Kazan, number 3, back in for the Wildcats. Ryan Hackett, number 10, back in for the Sabers.
Fulton up top, working against Syring. Oh, nice inside pass, but Cordes wasn't looking for it. Had a nice back screen and a slip, but just carefully went out of bounds here. Kazan working against Cordes. First over Schmitter. Nearly over back. It was a good catch. Pressuring it in. Good defense by the smaller Shakopee player. And tipped out of bounds on the offensive rebound from Schmitter.
Yeah. Strong take. I think, again, we're starting to see a little frustration here from the Wildcats, and understandably so.
Just under 10.5 minutes to go in the game, and we got a 57-33 game. Nice rebound by Schmitter. Here comes the Wildcats in the front court. Madden got Kazan, open 3.
All right, there we go.
Drop.
Three-point basket by Oscar Kazan.
Let's get a couple more of those to fall here.
That's the first uncontested shot that we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Fulton kicks it over to Hackett. Hackett working against Madden. Schrader. Back door tipped away by Kazan, but picked up by Cordes. Here's Fulton again now, wheeling across the top. There's Schroeder. Long 3, and Schroeder, the sophomore, connects. He was one of those players for the JV that really lit it up on that JV game for those guys.
Yeah, that was a nice looking shot.
Oh, there's a foul up front, yeah. It was a late whistle, but it's like, I didn't know you could defend sideways with a shoulder.
Yeah.
55, Isaac Cordes, his 4th foul, 8th team foul on the Sabers.
Busley checking in for Jack Madden.
For the Wildcats, and Mason Wood, number 14, back in for the Sabers.
Well, that's a good segue there as Busley checks in. I want to thank his dad, Tom, from Tradition Mortgage for sponsoring the program for the 2nd year. You know, Max is a junior here. He's done a great job for the varsity team. If you're looking for a new home and need a mortgage, check out the team at Tradition Mortgage with Tom Busley.
Schmitter makes his first shot, 60-37, trying to make that 38. Rims off. No, it stays at 37. Here comes Shakopee. Here again, quickly ahead. Reversal Schrader. Quick ball reversal again. I really like how they move the ball. Tipped around. Schrader baseline, looking to penetrate. Gets the little runner in the short corner.
That was a really nice move by a sophomore.
Syring. That was kind of their first undisciplined play defensively, I thought. Shakopee.
Yeah.
Syring makes them pay.
I think they were a little excited about the last bucket.
Yeah, I think so. Fulton, runner, left hand in, rims off. Here comes Schmitter with an offensive rebound.
See if we can get a couple of fast break in a row here.
Schmitter looking at Austin Carruthers in the corner.
There we
Another
go.
one.
All right.
Here we go. Back to 20. 8.5 minutes to go.
You know, Austin can score in bunches if he hits a couple here. So hopefully try to find an opportunity to go back to him on the next possession.
Here's Schrader again, turns it over on the baseline. Here's Busley. Carruthers swinging. Oscar Kazan rims off again.
So many in and outs.
And Wood with the rebound. He's had a ton.
Yeah, he's not far off, but they just aren't going down.
Fulton inside basket over Kazan, and he gets the deuce.
Basket by Termaine Fulton Jr.
Jack Hansen about ready to come back into the game. I really liked coming out of the locker room how they were looking at inside
good pass,
post plays,
and they come right back. Holy cow!
Yeah, we gotta get back on defense on that one.
Wood scoring.
Yeah, we had a nice cut, nice bucket, and then
Eagan takes timeout.
They scored before we could even turn around.
2 passes up, and it was over. That's timeout, Eagan, with 7.5 minutes to go here. 44-66.
I think at this point you're just, there's not much chance we're going to come back and make this close, but you want to see if we can chip away, try to work on some things that we haven't been doing well, build a foundation hopefully for the next game that we can come out a little bit stronger. There's plenty to work on here. But Shakopee's showing no sign of relenting here, giving us an opening to get back into this thing.
Well, the thing that's frustrating here in the last 5 minutes is I feel like we've outplayed them in the last 5 minutes, but we haven't chipped into that lead.
Yeah.
I feel like we've created a couple of turnovers, we hit a couple of shots, got to the free throw line, but they're still making their shots. We're not getting stops.
It's coming a lot easier for them than it is for us. Well, let me recognize our last gold sponsor here, Valbridge Property Advisors. They're new to sponsoring the program this year, so big thank you to Nate Hansen and Valbridge for their gold sponsorship. Nate's son Jack is a junior and plays here on the varsity team. He just came back in, and mentioning that football game from earlier, Jack of course hit the game-winning field goal as time expired. To take us to victory in that one. So great two-sport athlete for Eagan.
I think he runs track too, does he not? Is he a thrower for track?
I think he's a thrower, yeah.
So three-sport guy for him.
You're right.
You don't see many three-sport athletes too often.
There's a nice little floater in the lane.
It's the second one he's shot on that one. I really like that move for him.
He's really good at that little mid-range shot.
Pressure, Langsley back into the game. He sat for a while. Here's Wood,
there we go.
Kicks it off. And Schmitter with a steal, goes all the way in, and layup avoids the charge.
It looked exactly like the one in the first quarter, except the kid didn't fall down.
That's right.
There wasn't any contact that time either.
Yeah. Here's number 10, Hackett, back to Langsy. Getting the ball screened by number 3, Casper.
Langsy's only got the 1 3-pointer the second half.
The basket by Mason
Nice
Wood.
little pass around, and then a quarter post feed, and Wood gets the inside bucket. Busley in the wing.
There's a
nice little slip
move
by Jack Hansen, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. That was a good foul, but it was a nice ball screen, or a nice flare screen and a slip.
It was. Just got to get that shot up a hair quicker, and then you get the and one. It was a really good play.
At the line, Jack Hansen, 2 shots.
I know that's something we're trying to do more of this year because Jack's a really mobile post player. You put him at the high post like that, he's going to be able to beat a lot of guys to the bucket.
Yeah, he's mobile, like you said, but what I really like about him is he catches the ball. He's got great
very good
hands.
Very good hands.
Nice around the basket. Soft touch on the shot. Unfortunately, he makes 1 of 2.
And here they come.
Quickly again, Snell. He'll put on the brakes here in the short corner and dribble it up top. Langsy, left-hander, pump fakes. Quickly around, baseline penetration. Had 2 guys there across because of our help side, but good defense there. Snell, top side. Behind the back dribble, guarded well by Busley.
Yeah, Busley's playing
Getting
good
after
defense
it.
there.
Backdoor cut on Snell, no good.
Good help.
Schmitter with a good rebound, quickly at Busley. Kicks to Schmitter, 3-point wing shot, rims off, no good. And that'll go to number 10, Hackett. Here's Wood underneath, finger roll, no good. We got a foul, and he's going to line shooting 2.
It's a really good spin move.
It was quick, but then he kind of got himself too far away.
Yeah, he was a little too far out for the finger roll.
I agree.
On number 3, his second, 4th team foul on the Wildcats. Mason Wood at the line, shooting 2.
Wood will go to the line shooting 2 free throws. First one up, no good. 5:40 to go here in the ball game.
33
Eagan down 49-68.
Let me mention a couple of our silver sponsors here as well. The Minnesota Magic has sponsored the boys for the last couple years, and a lot of the boys in Eagan play AAU basketball through the Magic. Got a great program there with Coach Pillow, and really thankful for their support this year.
5.5 minutes to go here. Kazan working against Snell. Backdoor Busley, nothing there. We get a ball screen there by Syring. Down screen to Busley, he looks for a shot, post feed inside. Cuts off that post feed. I like that. Busley for 2.
Max Busley.
Yeah, it's amazing when we get some give and go action with some good cuts. We're getting good looks.
Langsley's quick shot rims off. And that's a vulnerable pass for a defense. You know, you pass to the post, and now your guy typically looks at that ball traveling in, and then you can get by your guy, and that's what Busley did. He did a nice job with that. Oscar Kazan over to Schmitter. Gets it across the timeline, gets a ball screen. They switch. Busley 3-point from the right side.
There we go.
That's a bucket.
3 point.
And that's 54-69, and Eagan will take timeout.
Taking a 30-second timeout, I think.
Eagan takes timeout. 30-second timeout for the Wildcats.
Well, it's like we said, you know, take some small steps here, keep battling back, keep working on things. Like we've seen better offense, I think, since the last timeout. Better execution on offense, some nice cuts. We had some good looks. Of course, it all looks better when the shots go in.
Shots go in, but also on the defensive side, they haven't had as many open shots. You know, in the last 5 or 6 minutes, we've contested their shots. They've made a couple of tough ones.
Yeah.
But we've contested their shots. So I think McKenzie can walk away from maybe the last 5 minutes or so and build off of their different intensity here of keeping the ball out of the middle and getting contested shots, because when they're shooting, they're only getting one shot. I mean, if they miss, we get the rebound.
What's important, though, is we build on the last 5 minutes with the final 5 minutes, and we don't go backwards again, right? We want to keep some positive momentum and leave this game with something positive to take away.
54-69.
See if we trap here again at the half-court line, or no. Looks like we're just man-to-man full court.
I like Busley's defense here in the last few minutes. Syring takes the penetration, another rebound off, no good. Quickly ahead to Carruthers, working against Langley.
They got back on
defense. They got back on great deep transition D.
I thought we were going to get a layup off of that for sure.
Carruthers and Syring just slipped off to the short corner.
Yeah.
Carruthers wanted him to stay on the block, and it was just a misread. I think both made the right play. Unfortunately, it just went out of bounds.
Yeah, that would have been nice. You get a 3 there, and all of a sudden you're down to 12. And
that's
get a little bit tight if you're Shakopee.
Yeah. Oh, there's a foul on Busley coming in off the penetration on Fulton.
Eagan foul number 11, Max Busley, his first 15 foul on the
We definitely have not fouled as much this second half. Fulton throwing the ball inbounds. Man-to-man defense here by Eagan underneath their own basket. They're stolen away. Look up, look up. Nope, a little too late. That's a good decision not to throw it. Here's Schmitter. Rims off Austin.
Oscar, that was a good look. Got another nice little mid-range there, just didn't fall.
Just under 4 minutes to go. Snell, right corner. Dribble penetration, kicks it over. And rims off, no good. Syring with a strong rebound. That shot was by Braxton. Ahead quickly is Schmitter. Got Austin Kazan. Carruthers, quick pass over to Busley. Inside Syring. Rims off the glass, and that's good.
33, Trevor Searing.
Nice pass by Carruthers. Nice post by Searing.
56-69. 3.5 minutes to go.
A couple more stops here. Let's make it interesting. There we go.
Stolen away. Schmitter go hard to the rack here, and he's going to go to the free throw line. That was pretty good defense on that. On that penetration. It was a 3-on-1.
I think Emmanuel was, his first thought was, am I going to have a chance to dunk it?
Yeah, he wanted to go hard.
And then he kind of hesitated because the defender was there. And it just, really the foul was the only option that he had there.
And that's number 4 on Fulton.
All right.
We're down 12, Scott.
Egan's making it interesting here. Let's see if they can keep it going.
We got a timeout. Timeout, McKenzie, Eagan. 3:16 to go. We're down 12, Scott.
Yeah.
We got one more free throw here by Schmitter. If we can get this one, it's It might be ball. I mean, we're back in it.
Then you're just a couple 3-pointers away from really being a ball game. So.
But here's the thing, it started on the defensive side though, right?
Yeah, they're only getting one shot. You said that we really are doing a nice job on the defensive boards, and we're forcing them into some tougher shots. It's, the last 6 or 7 minutes, it hasn't looked as easy for them as it did for the first part of the game. So hopefully we can continue to build on that here for the last.
And if I would have one takeaway, I think it would be Busley's energy on the ball. I think he's done a nice job here in the second half.
Yeah.
Defensively, just putting a little pressure on him and getting him a little bit more uncomfortable. That first half, they were just comfortable. I mean, they did anything they wanted, as fast as they wanted. So we're going to try and cut this to 11 here with just a few minutes to go in the game, and we'll see what happens here. And in high school basketball, with the 3-point line, a 10-point lead is not safe.
Although I wish we had the shot clock, because that's the only other problem. Although I don't think Shakopee likes to take time off. So of all the teams we're playing, this is probably a good one, because I think if they try to slow it down, that might actually work for our benefit.
It'll disrupt their rhythm that they like. Yeah. 69-57. Smitter will get one free throw here. He made his first, got his second. We're down 11. Here we go.
A little pressure from the Wildcats here again.
Got a little trap here in the corner, nearly stolen away. Busley.
Yeah.
Miller picks it up. Back to Snell, Langsy. Fulton kicks over to Wood. Baseline penetration, tipped out of bounds by Syring.
We've got them scrambling a little bit right now.
Yeah, they look a little unsure. Miller inbounds, kicks it out to Langsy.
Kind of waiting for Langsy to take over here a little bit.
He has been quiet in the second half.
Only 3 points in the second half, and just hasn't been as aggressive.
Oh, there's an offensive foul, yes.
Good job, Trevor.
Snell reached out that push-off and got Trevor was putting some pressure on him, but
you can't. I mean, that one was a pretty easy call.
That was easy.
It doesn't get more obvious than that one. He got frustrated and just shoved him.
All right, we can cut this under 10.
All right, let's be patient and get a good shot here. We haven't really had any of those zero pass possessions.
There's another offensive foul by 12. All right, Schmitter, baseline or middle. Baseline penetration, Austin. He's attacking and he loses his feet and he gets rid of it. Stolen away by Langsy. He's going all the way. We got Snell in the left wing. He'll dribble out, take some time off. Yeah. Got Wood in the right corner. Langsy, he's dribbling it up. Austin putting some good pressure on him.
He's so quick though. He can take a lot of time off. We're almost going to have to trap him if he gets it.
Busley gets a foul here on Snell. Still under the bonus. 2 minutes and 14 to go. Down 11.
Busley, number 11, his second 16.
That last possession was big.
That was a bummer.
We get a bucket there, and
thought we were shooting free throws there. I think a couple of the guys, but luckily we didn't give up a bucket. Fulton here on the left wing, pressure tough by Schmitter. Still got the ball, lobs in, kicks out to Snell, and we got a timeout right before the basket was made.
Okay.
And we don't have
2 minutes.
Take that basket off. Still down 11. 2 minutes to go. Timeout Shakopee.
We'll recognize another one of our silver sponsors here, the Trail Stop Tavern, located at the end of Diffley, corner of Diffley and Highway 3. It's a great place to relax after a long day, and been also a longtime supporter of Eagan basketball. So stop by and check them out. Trail Stop Tavern.
So just under 2 minutes to go, down 11. What kind of defense do you see Eagan coming out? Man-to-man, or are they going to do some sort of a trap?
Well,
I think they've had some success with the trap.
I think whether they start in man or zone, they're going to have to trap, and they're going to have to trap the ball. Otherwise, Langsley, I think, could just kind of dribble around and be kind of tough to even keep up with him. He could take off quite a bit of time himself, and then until somebody gets open. So,
well, I don't think you want to foul Langsy or Snell to put them on the free throw line if you're hoping for a missed free throw.
Yeah.
They're pretty solid. I think the sophomore Cordes is in there probably for that reason. Number 55. Got pretty much all guards in there. They're looking to trap. And we nearly got a steal there.
So close.
Kicks
so
around
close.
Wood. There's Cordes. Quick ball reversal. And a three.
Get the, oh my
ill-advised
gosh.
shot there. Long shot. Langsy with another rebound.
Yeah.
That was our possession.
That was not a smart shot, but then they got the ball right back.
We got a behind the back foul on Syring, and Langsy will go to the free throw line. Oh my gosh, that was ill-advised three by Shakopee. That was what the shot we wanted, and then we couldn't gather the rebound.
Yeah, those long rebounds off a missed three really, if you know, puts a lot of pressure on the guards to box out, and you got to do it.
First one, Langsy rims off though.
All right,
Schmitter with the rebound.
Let's get going here.
1.5 minutes to go, down 11. Ball screen by Syring, pops out Schmitter, left wing. Good fronting the post there by Shakopee.
We got to get a shot off here.
Here's Kazan, here's Carruthers. Penetrate that. All the way to the rim, reverse layup, and that's cutting it to 9.
All right, I'd foul Langsy again if you missed.
I think so too. I think I mentioned you don't want to foul him, but he's missed a few tonight actually. Yeah. Good pressure defense here. Kicks it over to Miller. Inside to Fulton, and he's going to go to the line shooting 1-1. Just over a minute to go here, 60-69. We need a little help from the free throw line here for Mr. Fulton.
Fulton Jr. at the line.
Kind of waited maybe a little too long to foul there.
I heard the bench yelling foul, 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 but that was about 5 seconds before they did.
Yeah.
Fulton makes the first one, second one up, and rims off, and Snell with a rebound.
Are you kidding me?
Back into Fulton. He's in trouble, though, down low. Give me a 3-second count, except for Shakopee's calling a timeout.
How do we give up a rebound there to Snell? I didn't see where he came from.
Came on the right side.
He snuck behind?
Snuck behind Schmitter, and the ball just went right to him.
That's a tough one. Had a couple of opportunities there in the last 2 minutes there. If we get a rebound, knock a shot down, you know, we're getting in range to make him really nervous. But 10-point lead here. Shakopee's ball. It's going to be tough, but you know the boys did a nice job of battling. They didn't give up.
What was the largest deficit? Were we down 23?
Yeah, somewhere around that. Yeah.
And that wasn't too long ago, actually.
No, it was probably right around the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
So this last 10, I mean, we were talking about it at a timeout of, hey, this game's probably over.
Yeah.
So let's see what they can do, and they've done a nice job. And honestly, a couple shots here or there, and this is even tighter.
Yeah.
So they've done a nice job of battling, but just dug the hole a little bit too deep.
Inside to Fulton, he's double teamed, gets out of the trap. Wood, now Snell, quick ball reversal.
Again, guys.
Cordes, he's the sophomore, take him to the line. I played against this boy's Cordes' dad in college.
Oh yeah, so a couple of these guys.
Yeah. Jason Cordes is his dad. He played at University of Morris, and I played at Northern State.
Cordes at the line.
Yes, Nell's dad as well. Cordes makes his first free throw. 71-60. If these both go down, I think it's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
And he knocks both of them.
Miller back in for the Sabers.
That's what I was wondering, if the sophomore Cordes was in for his free throw shooting.
Yeah, he looked pretty good at the line.
He didn't hesitate with those two.
Nope.
Here's Schmitter getting it to Kazan.
All right, not a lot of time here, guys.
Clock's running with about 45 seconds to go. 12-point deficit by the Wildcats. Popping out, here's Busley on the right wing, finds Schmitter. Ball screen, nice Miller help side defense. Kicks it over to Carruthers, contested three, rims in, and we got a timeout by Eagan. Cuts it back to 9.
Eagan takes timeout, full timeout for the Wildcats.
Well, we're hanging on here, but we got to do what we can to maximize the clock. We got to foul quick, and we got to shoot a little quicker. We got a good look there. We made it. but we took probably 15 seconds off the clock there.
Yeah.
It's kind of, first half we were talking about too many no pass possessions. This is a time where you can live with that. If you just come down and you can free yourself up for a quick three. Because if you don't make it two, then maybe you get the long rebound. But taking time off the clock is not what you can afford to do here in the last minute. So let's look for them to foul kind of within 2-3 seconds.
Well, statistically speaking, I think the second half is a building half for the Eagan crew. I believe we've out-rebounded them in the second half.
Yep.
We've had less turnovers in the second half. We've contested their shots in the second half. We've kept them out of the middle penetration in the second half for the most part.
Yeah, much improved.
And we've moved the ball and got the open shot, and we attacked the rim.
I mean, we're up by 10 in the second half as of right now. So I mean, they've battled back.
And all of those things that I just mentioned were not happening in the first half.
No.
There's a big trap here in the backcourt right away, and we get a quick foul on Langsy.
Nice job there by the Wildcats. You go for the trap, maybe you get the steal, but you just can't let the ball come out of there. So
Shakopee in the double bonus.
he's going to be shooting.
He'll shoot two, just under 30 seconds. Down 9 here at the moment.
Got to box out here, though. We cannot afford second shots.
First shot, Langsy, good. Can you see the scoreboard? How many points does Langsy have today?
24. So he's only got 4 in the second half. We've done a nice,
he had a
nice
huge
job.
First half.
He was having his way with us the first half.
Second shot, also good.
Number 4, Vin Miller back in for the Sabers. Going up, Mason Wood.
They're going to put a little pressure on, too, make us take more time off the
Just to
clock.
slow down the clock. Schmitter brings it up. Kazan on his left. He goes all the way in. Takes it to the rim, and it's a bucket there, Schmitter. A lot of contact there at the end. And we got a foul on Austin Carruthers here with 16 and a half seconds.
Eagan foul, Austin Carruthers, number 10, his 4th foul.
Well, there was contact on that layup. I don't know.
Cordes.
I mean, Miller kind of had his chest in there and really took a shoulder into the chest. He was thinking charge, but there was something. I mean, there had to have been something.
Yeah. There's no doubt that Emmanuel delivered the blow, but at the same time, I don't think he was in defensive position.
No, but you got to call.
You could have called a foul on that for sure.
Yeah. So Cordes here again. He hits the front end of this 2-shot foul. Second one up, and that's going to rim off. 3 out of 4 here, down 10. 15 seconds to go. Schmitter again going to the rim, no good. Bounces around. Who's got it? Tipped around. Cordes is going to get fouled with 6.5, just under 7 seconds to go. Down 10. And Carruthers will pick up his 4th foul.
11, his 3rd. 55. Isaac Cordes, 2 shots.
In the first half, I think Shakopee was scoring their half average, but in the final score, they're going to be under their point total average. Cordes makes his first free throw, 76-65.
Yeah, again, a lot of good things to build on in the second half for the Wildcats, but we saw this a little bit last year too, where they had one good half and just had trouble putting 2 good halves together, and that's what it's going to take in this conference. The teams are just too good. You can't dig yourself a hole like that. So hopefully they'll learn from that and come out and get a better start next time around.
We're 2 seconds away. We're going to get the last shot here by Busley from about 40. Rims off, and that'll do it. 77-65. As we've been talking here in the second half, I think some good things happen in the second half, defensively and offensively, and we'll just kind of move on.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing is they kept battling, and they cut it down and made it competitive at the end. So we'll go from there.
Well, that'll do it. Well, thank you, Scott. For Scott Hall, this is Pat Dorsey. Eagan Wildcats drop 65-77 to Shakopee. That'll take their record to 3-2. Shakopee goes to 4-0, and that'll do it here at Eagan High School. Good night.